What's up, everyone? I'm Colby from Sanitarium Productions. We're back again today with another G.I. Joe toy review for y'all. Today we're taking a look at another vehicle. This one comes from the Retaliation line, and it is the Ghost Hawk II. It does come with a new Duke figure for us to take a look at, so we'll check that out when we get into the actual figure part of it. But yeah, Ghost Hawk II. Bears no resemblance whatsoever or any other connections to the original Ghost Hawk, which was the kind of revamped version of the Skyhawk. The only thing they share in common is the actual name. So yeah, I don't really know if they couldn't come up with a better name or what, but anyways, we got this crazy Sea-Doo looking thing, and it's a Ghost Hawk 2. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and unbox this thing, assemble it for y'all, put the stickers on it, and do a thorough review. So stick with us and we'll check it out. The Ghost Hawk II. Pretty cool looking vehicle. Got the normal Retaliation package art here. So we got Roadblock down here and Snake Eyes and the traditional orange and red kind of explosion-y thingy. If you look really close, it's actually, you can see like the Asian style temple houses, which is kind of cool. Top is just kind of a rehash of that. Does include the Conrad Duke Hauser figure. The back shows some of the cool features, including the deploy and descend zipline thing, pivoting engines, opening canopy, the firing missiles, and a little picture of Duke here. On the bottom, we've got a couple of the other vehicles from this particular series. The His Tank, Cobra Fang Boat, and the Ninja Commando 4x4. Pretty cool looking. So let's go ahead and open this thing up, though. We have a single piece of tape over here on the side. Go ahead and slice that open. And I'm not really sure. I think this one may be the international version, so it's got the different languages here. I don't know if all of them are like this, or if this is like a Canadian release or something like that. Any which way. So as I start opening this, I'll notice that we've got the sticker set here that's kind of slid out a little bit and kind of crumpled up a little bit, so hopefully that's not going to hurt anything. But while it's here, let's go ahead and pull it out. Sticker sheets and the instructions. A little bit of a crease right there, but probably nothing to worry about. Inside we've got this cool looking cardboard box, and it is upside down, so I'm going to flip it up like this to pull it out so everything doesn't dump out. And nothing else in the box, so recycling. So here's what we have inside. A nice little piece of cardboard that I have no idea why that's in here, other than maybe the box was not really all that sturdy. I don't know. A piece of an engine. Another piece of an engine. We have the main hull right here, with the zipline thing on the back. We've got the figure and some missiles inside here. A couple of wing pieces. The tail rudder, I guess. An accessory pack with a lot of other missiles. and the big missile there. The center wing piece and the rear piece. And that's all we got in here. If I can lay all this stuff out. Put that right there. So yeah, this is everything that comes with the set. Now we get to start opening it and assembling it. So cool, stick with us. We're going to start out by opening up our documentation set. This one is not taped at all. We have a pretty cool looking sticker set. And I will get a scan of this up close so y'all can see a little bit better. They do have a couple of variations here that you can use to decorate however you choose. So that's kind of cool looking. Got a little clover leaf thing here and a crazy looking wolf down here, and looks like the traditional teeth and eye thing. So that's pretty cool. Then the actual instruction sheet. Pretty straightforward. Again, this one does have a number of different languages here. And the action features down at the bottom and the label placement. So, yep, pretty cool. This is the large accessory kit that comes in it. And it does have a single piece of tape holding the accessory kit together. So we will slice that open and dump this thing out. A lot of crazy neon orange missiles. And some larger missiles, also neon orange, and one gray one that looks kind of weird, but we'll see what it is later. But the large bombs, there are 2 of these in the package. They are not the completely enclosed pieces, so they're only sculpted on one side. So if you flip them over, it's really just hollow underneath there, like a canoe. I guess they were just trying to save cost. So, anyways, you got 2 of those big missiles, and this crazy gray one. It could be a gun for all I know. Then we've got 1, 2, 3. Actually, these are different sized as well. Let's see if we can sort this out. There we go. So we have 2 of these smaller missiles. Look. Again, they are not molded all the way around. They are the cost savings missiles, I guess you could say. But these are pretty nice looking. Slightly bigger than the other ones, and there are 2 of those. Then we've got 6 of these other small missiles. Again, they are only molded on one side like the rest of these sets, as you can see here. They do look pretty nice, other than this weird kind of powder orange neon color. Which is a little odd, but it's okay. They still look pretty nice. That's the first accessory kit. The second accessory kit is the one that includes the figure. And it also has a single piece of tape here. Cut that off real quick. And see what's in here. So we have the figure. So this is Duke. And we'll do a complete review of him towards the end here. But he's in here anyways. No accessories, nothing like that. Then we have these two double helix looking bomby things. They are actually molded all the way around, unlike the other missiles, so pretty nice. But again, they are in that weird neon orange, powder orange looking color scheme. But anyways, so there's the second accessory kit with the figure. So it's time to do the assembly. This is the fun part. Step 1, attach tail section. So before we actually attach the tail section, which is this piece here, and again you'll notice that they didn't mold this thing completely solid. It's got a lot of this hollow stuff. And it is kind of that slightly flimsy plastic stuff. The lightweight, it's not really, doesn't actually feel flimsy, luckily, but it is that very lightweight kind of plastic stuff. Then just looking at this, the main section of the vehicle, looks pretty nice. It's solid all the way through anyways. And the back here, and you do have these two rubber bands here holding the canopy closed, so I'm going to go ahead and slice those off. Then we'll actually get into the actual process here, which is attaching this to here. So on the tail section itself, you see this end here. It's got this slight tab release thing here. And then on the back of the vehicle, you'll see an opening. That's where this will attach to. But one thing to note is this zipline thing. There is this right here, this kind of guide. So you want to make sure you get that string and kind of pull it down so that it fits into that groove. Then you'll take your tail section and just slide it in, line it up there as best you can, and just push on it really hard and it'll lock in place. And then your zip line thing here will be falling out the backside, so that's what you want there. As far as unassembling, you can just kind of grab it and work it out, maybe. It's not really meant to come out though, so yeah, I guess it's going to stay in there. I'm not going to pull real hard on it or anything, but yeah, once it's in place, it's kind of in place. Just make sure that you attach this thing the right way first, and it doesn't mention that anywhere, but line up that string with that groove there. Step 2, attach tail fin. So we have the tail fin right here, and again it is they kind of skimped a little bit on the molding here, so it's kind of that you get one side but not the other side, but it's fine. On the rear of the vehicle, you see this opening where we just attached the tail section. You've got two tabs sticking out here, which will line up with these two tab openings here on the back. And then this third tab right here on the bottom of your tail fin, if you can see that hopefully, will attach right there. So just line those up, put the two tab part in first, and just press down on it until it snaps and it goes in place. And that's all you got. This thing's pretty good size so far. Step 3. Attach wing section. So here's the actual wing section itself. And it looks pretty nice actually. It's got some nice detail work in it. Flip it over to the bottom, you've got this round thing. And then the dumbbells for the missile attachments. And that's pretty much it, other than some missile attachments on the front, or the top. And these are actually your firing cannons as well. So, assembly though. On the center of the main hull here, we've got a little depression there. It lines up with this round peg. So you put the round peg in a round hole and you're good to go. So just line it up and press down on it. You'll hear it snap, and it's good to go. And that one actually comes out fairly easily, so no big worries there. So there is the wing assembly. Step 4, attach engines. Note, engines and wings are marked for correct placement. So we got the main hull right here. We've got our 2 engine pieces here. And so as far as the markings go, if you look and find the green peg hole on the far side of it, and see if I can get this zoomed in enough to get the light right, you'll see that it's marked here with an L for left, and on the other one you've got an R for right. So that's how you can tell them apart. They're identical except for the fact that on the top of them, where the vents are, the vents go one direction on the left one, and they go the other direction on the right one. So if you do happen to put them on the wrong spot, they'll look a little weird. So 2 ways to tell them apart. As far as the actual assembly goes, on the wing section itself that we just put on the side of them, there are these round pegs that have the little tabby things on them as well. You can see that right there. And all you do is just line that up with the green part on the engines themselves and just press them in place. I think. Yeah, there we go. Then they do rotate, and they've got the little stops in them right there, so they lock into place, luckily, so that's pretty cool. For the left side, we do the exact same thing, just line up the green peg hole with the green peg here, and just press in on it until it snaps in place. There we go, and it rotates as well. That one clicks a little bit more than the first one. There we go. I don't know if it's supposed to click or not, but they do. And they will rotate all the way around, so that's pretty cool looking. Step 5, attach wings. We'll note again here that the wings are marked for correct placement. So we have these 2 pieces here, which are the wings. And they look identical, mirror opposites of one another anyways. Pretty nice detail work on them. As far as the actual markings for the wing placement, so if you flip them up onto the back side, down here in the corner, hopefully y'all can see that. See if I can catch the light right there. There we go. You've got a little R or an L for left and right. So that's how you tell them apart. So this is the right side. So we will go over to the right, which is here. Is that right? Yeah, I guess that's right. That's right. The right. So the way these things attach, you've got your engines here, and you've got this groove inside of them, and this just lines up with the groove and just puts in place. And I've got the wrong one because I can already tell. If you look on this thing, the groove itself is also sloped. So if you look at the end of this thing here, it's also sloped. So this one won't fit in here. So luckily for me, I grabbed the wrong one. So you just line that up and just press it in place. It just snaps in there like that. And we spin it around to the other side and do the same thing. Just line that up, these little tab holes with the slot there. and just snap it in place like that. It's fairly large actually, so I'm probably going to have to readjust the camera when we get to actually looking at this thing full size, but pretty cool so far. Step 6. Attach weapon and missiles. So I've got my tripod kind of zoomed all the way up as far as I can, and as you can tell, this thing is a little bit larger than I thought it was going to be. So it's kind of hard to get it all in one shot here, but we're going to do our best here. The weapon itself was this little gray thing here that we looked at earlier. And it has just this little notch tab thing on the back end of it. On the front of the vehicle, you've got a place right here for this to attach. And you just turn it up sideways. There's a little notch inside here. You just line that up and just press it in place. And it doesn't snap, it just kind of goes in there and sticks out here on the front quite a ways. Which is a little odd, but that's the way it does. As far as the missiles go, it wants us to use these medium-sized missiles, the two that we had. Not the very big ones and not the very small ones, but the middle ones. And they're going to attach to the top of the vehicle, right next to the engines. And all you got to do is just line up the dumbbell attachment points with the dumbbell on the side here. And then just press down on it and it just locks in place right there. Same thing for the other side. There we go. And we've got two of the missiles attached. Step 7, attach missiles. So now it's time to put on the rest of these missiles. So we have our 2 really big ones and our 6 smaller ones. And these are going to go on the underside of the wings. So we're just going to flip this thing over. As you note, there are 4 on each side of the wings. So you're going to put 4 missiles on each side. So according to the pictures, the large ones go towards the outside. And we're just going to attach them the same way as we did the other ones. There is all of them have these dumbbell attachment points. You just line them up with the dumbbell attachments on the wings and just press them in place. And it's a little hard because this stuff is kind of weird. It's big and bulky, and you press down too hard and that happens. So that's okay though. It's not going to hurt anything. But just note that as you're trying to attach these things, that's probably going to happen more than once. So anyways, we'll go ahead and attach the other ones as well. The smaller missiles, same thing, the little dumbbells. And all these dumbbells are the same size, so you can really mix and match these to your heart's content. Whichever way you think it looks best. I'm just going to go with them like it says in the instructions here. 3 of the small ones in the inside. And the one large one on the other side. So this is not hard, it's just kind of a little bit awkward. And then as we broke this off before, we'll just reattach it here. There we go. And flip it back to the way it's supposed to. So don't don't feel bad if that happens. And we'll start with these small ones first. They actually go on fairly easily. It's just not a lot of space to work with, and maybe I'm just clumsy, I don't know. There we go. So I have them all pointing to the front of the vehicle here. So if we just flip that up, that's the way it looks. Pretty nice. And now all of our missiles are on. So that's all the actual construction instructions. The next parts are just the action features and things like that. We'll go ahead and go through those as well. So the first one is insert missiles, press buttons to fire. So these little round two-pronged things are the missiles it's talking about, and they just load into the top cannons. Just press them all the way in until it clicks. Then you'll see there's just a button here on the front. Just press that and they fire. They are spring loaded, so it's pretty cool. They actually have a pretty good punch to them. Not as strong as some of the ones we've seen in the past, but it's not bad. Open canopy, insert figure. The canopy here is in the front, and it's got this little nice little finger tab for you. Thumb tab, however you want to call it. Or you can just grab it and pick it up. And inside, it's got nice detail work inside of the cockpit. Nice molding on the seats. It looks pretty cool in there. And you just take your figure and stick him in there. There's lots of room in there. No problem whatsoever with seating. Just lower that back down and locks in place and you're good to go. So, unfortunately, there is only room in there for one figure. It would have been nice to have two. And I guess if you work it right, you can shove the figure all the way up towards the front. And let's just test that theory out and see if we can stick another figure in there. Yeah, you can actually fit two figures in there. Pretty nice. But it is made for just one figure, so we'll leave the pilot in there that came with it. More action features. So this is the Zipline feature. Step one is to open the hatch. So if we flip this around so we can get to it, the hatch is down here on the bottom, and it does have a nice finger hold right here. So just click that up and it falls apart. Luckily this is that really soft pliable plastic, and if that happens you just grab it and put it back in place. So yes, it is only meant to go down about right here and stop. So don't try pushing it back further or it will pop out on you like it just did with me. Still, pretty cool. Secures pretty nicely. Pretty simple. Step two here is to attach the harness to the figure. So inside of this thing, if you can see, there is this little piece right here that attaches, and this is the harness. So it's just on this drawstring here, so just pull it all the way out. And we'll set this down for a second. So the actual harness itself, see if I can zoom in on this for y'all a little bit. So now that we're zoomed in, we'll take a look at the actual harness here. It's a fairly simple design. It does have a peg in the back of it. So you take your figure and you just kind of snap it in place and then just press in after you line that peg up with the peg hole, and voila, that's pretty much all there is to it. And that's how you attach the harness to the figure, and then we'll move on to the next step. So now that our figure is attached to the harness here by this string, we can actually look at the feature itself. Again, if we turn it over on its side, open that back up, that string that we have is attached to the back here, and it has this little green pull thing on it. So all you do is you just grab a hold of that green thing and just pull, and it winches the figure in there. And it works a lot better with gravity on your side. And the figure just goes straight in there like that. So it's a pretty nice little feature. Not really all that impressive, but it's kind of cool. You'll probably have to bend their feet once you get them in place, but you can just do that simply by closing the hatch and lock it in place. And same thing for deploying. You just pop that hatch off and they can parachute out, zip line all the way down and rescue somebody. So kind of cool. Not all that exciting, but it is kind of cool actually, so I kind of like it. We'll snap it off and pull it back up here, because it's probably going to stay like that. But it's still a kind of cool feature. So the last part of this is the what they call storage of the zip line thing. And it's fairly simple. So on the tail section of the vehicle, over here there is this little bitty notch thing molded into the plastic. So what it wants you to do is just take your string and wrap it around that notch, and then theoretically you just snap this little green piece back onto the other end of the string. And I'm not sure how well this works. This one's a little tight, so it's kind of like dental floss, I guess. Just kind of do that, and then put the loop back around that and just tighten the thing up. And you're good to go. So that's how you keep that string from dangling down all the time. Then when you flip it upside down, it's not too bad, but it's still going to hang down a little bit. It really is too long to really stretch and get a good grab on it. So yeah, that's kind of not a good point. But it works, I guess. Though, to be honest, you might be better off just pulling this thing and wrapping the string inside of here. You can still take the end of this loop, get a little bit of slack on it, wrap it around there, and then pull it inside. Shouldn't have to be this coordinated to do this. And obviously I am not. Anyways, where did he go? So if you take the harness now and pull the slack inside, that works a little bit better. Still not ideal. I'm going to attach that back on there. So that works a little bit better. It still dangles a little bit, so I guess we're just going to have to live with that. So all in all, though, it's not a bad little feature. It might come in handy for some of y'all if you need to rescue some Joes from, combat zone or a flood or something like that. It's pretty interesting. So yeah. Now it's time to take a look at the included figure. So this is the Duke figure that comes with it. It's got some really nice sculpting work done on it. The helmet is non-removable. If you pop it off, it just shows you his head ball joint there. So yeah, it looks really nice, but it's really weird why they're calling it a Duke figure and you don't have his head there to see. So it would have been better off to just call it a Steel Marauder and be done with it, but I don't know. I guess they had their reasons. Articulation wise, the head does move 360 degrees. Up and down motion is somewhat there. You only have 5 points of articulation on these actually. The head counts as one. Joint, just a single swivel joint there at the shoulders, and the regular swivel joint there at the waist as well. And that is all the articulation you get. So it's a very basic figure. It looks really nice though, to be honest with you. It's got a lot of really nice detail work. This two-tone paint job for some of the pieces on his legs is really nice. But other than that, it's a very basic figure and not much going on with it, so it is what it is. Looks nice, but not going to do a whole lot. So if you leave it as the pilot here, it's not going to hurt anything, but you're not going to want to go out and get it just for the figure, that's for sure. For size comparison, you can see here Beachhead. So the figure itself stands about the same size, so no problems there. And this vehicle is actually rather large. As you can see, I can't fit it to the entirety of the shot right now. But just looking at it right here, so it is 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4.5 figures long. Let's see how we can do this here. So if we start here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4.5 figures wide as well. So all in all, it's a pretty cool looking vehicle. The 25th anniversary line will fit in scale with it without any problems whatsoever. Other than that, yeah, it's pretty basic. It's got a few nice features. I'm going to go ahead and jump in here and add decals to it, and then we'll come back and do the final review. I've got the stickers attached, and it actually ends up looking pretty good. I will warn you though that the stickers for this thing were pretty much atrocious. They're pretty bad. These things are not exactly sized right for about anything, and if you look real close, you'll see where some of these things just there's these weird round angle things, and they just don't fit right anywhere, so you end up with a lot of bunching in like certain places, and yeah, then you've got like on the missiles where it just doesn't fit right, and you got overlap at the bottom. Yeah, it's pretty bad, but the stickers do add a nice little touch to it. It looks really good when you get it finished. Much better than it did before, but still, yeah, these stickers are bad. If we're lucky, maybe someone like Cobra Stickers will come out with a new set for this thing soon and have them actually scaled a little bit more in tune with the actual vehicle, and that would be pretty awesome. I do like the fact that you can customize it in the front. I'll put the little teeth thing on there. But yeah, so overall, it's a really cool vehicle. Some nice features to it. The action figure, not much to speak about. Some nice detail work on it, but not really much to really look at. So,
there it is. It's a good size, decent stuff. So yeah, if you can get it for a decent price, pick it up. But I don't know if I would go too far out of my way to try to get one of these things. Yeah, it works.
That's it for the G.I. Joe Retaliation Ghost Hawk II. Overall, it's a decent vehicle, but nothing spectacular. The stickers are atrocious. The figure is a throwaway figure. So, unless you get this thing for a very small price, you're probably better off just passing on it. It does have some interesting features on it, and it's not probably as bad as it sounds like it is. It's a nice size vehicle. It's got some cool features on it, but yeah, it's just really not overwhelming, that's for certain. But they can't all be winners, so it is what it is. Anyways, that's all the time we've got for today, so thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Check out some of our past videos. Drop some comments down below. Let us know what you think of this particular vehicle. And if you have any suggestions on ways to improve for the future, or if you've got a particular vehicle or figure that you'd like to see reviewed, let us know what that is. Till next time, Yo Joe.